Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're diving straight into MetaTrader 4. We're going to get super practical and walk through step by step exactly how to set up and manage your trade orders. My goal is to get you feeling totally confident, turning your trading ideas into real action on the platform. So let's get right to it. Are you ready to really take control of your trades? Because that's what this is all about, giving you the skills to execute your strategy with absolute precision. So let's build this from the ground up, starting with the basics. Here's how we're going to do it. First, we'll introduce the different kinds of orders you can place. Then, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of how to actually enter a trade. After that, and this is super important, we'll cover how to set your protective orders. We'll even look at managing trades once they're live, and then we'll wrap it all up with a quick summary. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the core order types. You gotta know these three because honestly, they are the foundation for absolutely everything else you're gonna do in MT4. The simplest one to start with is the market order. Just think of this as the get me in the trade right now button. When you use it, you're just telling the platform to buy or sell for you instantly at whatever the best price is at that exact moment. It's all about speed. But what if you don't like the current price? What if you want to wait for a better one? Well, that's where a pending order comes in. This thing is a game changer. It lets you set your entry price ahead of time. The trade will only get triggered if the market reaches the level you chose. You can literally set it and walk away. And these pending orders really come in two main flavors. You've got stop orders and limit orders. These are your tools for being strategic. They let you say, look, I only want to get in if the price hits this very specific point. This gives you way more control over your entries. Alright, that's enough theory for now. Let's put this into practice. We're about to walk through the exact clicks you need to make to place these different orders right inside the MT4 platform. Let's do it. For a quick market order, it's just 4 simple steps. First, you hit that new order button. Then, you double check you've got the right symbol. You know, the currency pair you want to trade, and you set your size in the volume box. Make sure the type says instant execution, and then, boom, you click buy or sell, and you're in the market live just like that. But you know, a lot of the real strategy in trading comes from being patient, from waiting for the price to come to you. And that's exactly what pending orders are for. So let's check out how to set up trades that will sit there and wait for your perfect entry point. To set a limit order, you start off the same way. You click New Order. But here's the key. You change the type to Pending Order. And when you do that, a whole new set of options pops up. From there, you just choose Buy Limit or Sell Limit. Type in the exact price you're waiting for and hit Place. That's it. Your order is now armed and waiting. And you know what's great? Setting a stop order is almost the exact same thing. Seriously, you follow the same steps. The only difference is that in that drop-down menu, you'll choose Buy Stop or Sell Stop instead. The process feels identical, but what it does is totally different, which actually brings us to a really crucial point. Okay, so let's make this super clear. What is the real difference? A buy limit is used when you want to buy below the current price. You're basically hoping for the price to dip down to your level so you can buy it on sale. A buy stop, on the other hand, is for buying above the current price. You're waiting for momentum to break out to the upside. And it's the exact opposite for sell orders. Getting this right is key to making sure the platform does what you want it to do. Getting into a trade is really only half the story. Now we've got to talk about getting out. So this section is all about the two most important orders for managing any trade you're in, the stop loss and the take profit. Let's start with the fun one, the take profit order. This is your automatic profit grabber. So say you buy the FTSE at 7,000 and you think it's going to 7,020. Well, you can set a take profit right there at 7,020. If the market hits your target, MT4 automatically closes the trade and locks in that profit for you, even if you're not at your computer. Now for what is arguably the most important order of all, the stop loss. This is your safety net. It automatically closes your trade at a price you decide on to stop you from losing too much money. This is your #1 risk management tool. It lets you decide exactly how much you're willing to risk on a trade before you even get in. And setting them couldn't be easier. Right in that new order window, you'll see fields for both take profit and stop loss. You can just fill them in right from the start. Or, hey, if your trade is already running, no problem. Just double-click on it in the terminal at the bottom of your screen, and you can add or change them anytime you want. So here's the big takeaway on this. It's not an either-or choice. You can, and you absolutely should, use both a stop loss and a take profit on every single trade. Doing this means you've defined your downside risk and your upside target right from the get-go. That's a complete trade plan. Alright, moving right along. What happens when a trade is live? Your plan doesn't have to be carved in stone. As the market moves, MT4 gives you some really simple ways to adjust your orders on the fly. You've basically got two easy ways to do this. The first is what we just mentioned. Double-click the trade and just type in a new number. Easy enough. But the second way is, well, it's kind of fun. You can literally just go to your chart, click on the line that shows your stop loss or take profit, and just drag it to a new price level. It's super fast and visual. And using that drag and drop feature is perfect for a really common management tactic. Let's say your trade moves into a nice profit. What you can do is drag your stop loss up to the price where you first got in. We call that moving to break even. Now, the worst thing that can happen is you get stopped out with zero loss. You've essentially created a risk-free trade. Pretty cool, right? Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's bring it all home and wrap up with a quick summary that you can use as your go-to checklist for placing orders in MT4. So here it is, plain and simple. Use market orders when you need speed. Use pending orders when you have a strategy. Always use a stop loss to manage your risk, and use a take profit to lock in your winnings. And don't forget, you can always adjust things easily by either double-clicking or just dragging those lines right on your chart. And I really want to leave you with this one quote about the stop-loss order. It says, "This order enables traders to quantify and manage their risk." If you only remember one single thing from our time today, please let it be that. Quantify and manage your risk. So there you have it. You now have the toolkit for placing and managing orders like a pro. The only thing left to do is to actually use it. So my question for you is, which one of these order types are you going to jump on your platform and test out first? Thanks for tuning in.